Hey, welcome back to another episode of CX Riot Radio, where we talk about customer experience and stuff still in a hyper caffeinated state. I'm David, I'm the caffeinated CXO, and I'm the host here at CX Riot Radio. Yeah, that's right. So today, we have another new episode, like we normally do. Unless I'm too tired to record a new one. It happens. So before we begin, there's a call to action here. The call to action is, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and share the show so we can make the show grow. If you want, go down to the link tree down in the description box, click on it, buy my merch, buy my books, buy my shit, or just check out the blog. There's a bunch of stuff on there. Some free tools for your blue-collar call center. There's some free stuff on there. And here's a little secret. If you go to the book section, right? Yes, there is a link to get it on Amazon. But there's also a link to get the PDF for free. Now, would I rather have you buy it on Amazon? My wallet says yes. My bank account says yes. But my heart says do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Save yourself $5. Save yourself $5. That's okay. You're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay if you don't spend $5 on one of my books. I just want you to read it. I just want you to get the ideas from it and enact it in your own blue-collar call center. I also have one fiction book out. It's called All Eyes on the Bay. It's a fictionalized version of where I grew up, written in journal entries, police reports, coroner's reports, and newspaper articles, and all that jazz. It's pretty cool. I liked it. It was fun to write. It's long. It's okay. Now that was me lighting up one of those cancer sticks. So let's just get into it. This episode is called High Tech, Low Life, and I'm going to open up this Diet Coke can with the Santa Claus on it, because one of the things that prompted this episode was that AI-generated Coca-Cola ad. Yeah. And let's get one thing straight here. I have no issue with AI slop. Okay? I make a lot of AI slop. The thumbnails, the little guy that's in the corner of the screen if you're watching this on video, all made with AI. I cannot draw. I cannot for the life of me draw, and since my budget for this show is literally $0, sometimes I take a loss on these. That's what I can afford, okay? It's all right. And you know what? If you're in the same boat, it is what it is. Right? I don't make money off the show. I don't want to make money off the show unless someone wants to sponsor me. Hint, hint. But for a multinational, multi-million-dollar corporation, generating a holiday ad in the tradition of your other holiday ads with AI is very, very dystopian. So the name of this episode is called High Tech, Low Life. Some of you might recognize that as a phrase that is very, very popular in the cyberpunk genre. Yeah. So this is just me and you talking here. Well, yeah. Feel free to talk back to the episode. Just make sure that nobody is watching you, because, well, that would be weird, right? But anyway. Here we go. 1 second. It's okay. There we go, Diet Coke. Diet Coke, otherwise known as a fridge cigarette. I am chronically online. Somebody help me. Anyway. You ever look around and realize the world turned cyberpunk while nobody was paying attention? Not the cool kind of cyberpunk. Not chrome samurai or neon katana. Just 1,000 cameras, endless logins, and a bill for everything you thought you'd own by now. We used to buy things. Now we rent everything. We're living in a global-sized blockbuster, or rent-a-center is probably a better term. Thing. Uh-oh. You don't own your music. You lease it from Spotify. You don't own your car. The bank does. You don't own your house. Your mortgage owns you. Even your software, your tools, your entertainment, everything is on a subscription. The easy monthly payment has turned into a leash with your name on it. And the worst part? We asked for it. We wanted this. We traded permanence for convenience. And now everything is convenient, but nothing is ours. When it comes down to it, we live in an era of 50-year mortgages and 5-second attention spans. By design. Your phone tracks how long you breathe between dopamine hits. Algorithms know you better than your mother, and they don't love you. They harvest you. We've become livestock in the data fields, scrolling, swiping, grazing on digital grass while billion-dollar farms collect every movement. That's not conspiracy talk. I'm not the new Alex Jones. That's their business model. You can't even buy a car without signing up for a data plan. You're not a customer anymore. You're an asset being monetized. Every time you agree to terms, you're selling off a sliver of yourself. A fingerprint, a GPS ping, a preference. You're not the hero in this cyberpunk story. You ain't no console cowboy. You're the product. So let's talk about addiction. Not the kind that, land you in an alley, but the one in your pocket. That little buzz. That notification ping. It's a microdose wrapped in UX design. We wake up, roll over, and the first thing we do is check the feed. You're not catching up with friends. You're mainlining validation. We are the first civilization in history to willingly build its own slot machine. And dating apps, they've turned love into loot boxes. Swipe left, swipe right, another dopamine drip, another transaction. Romance has been replaced by compatibility algorithms. Ooh, how romantic. And half the time the person you match with is an AI bot designed to keep you engaged long enough to buy the premium boosts. We used to meet people by accident. Now we meet them by subscription tier. So, and then even more, well, maybe not more, but just as insidious as dating app algorithmic prostitution are the things like Klarna and Afterpay. Buy now, pay later. They sell it like freedom, but as a payday loan in a trench coat. You're financing coffee and sneakers while the interest rate quietly gnaws at your paycheck. Meanwhile, the working class is drowning in subscriptions. Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, DoorDash, Uber One, Spotify, iCloud, Adobe, Microsoft 365, the gym, the car insurance, the health insurance, the streaming bundles that promise choice until they all cost more than cable ever did. This is how you enslave an entire population without firing a shot. You make freedom feel like an app upgrade. So the old cyberpunk novels warned us corporations would replace governments. The rich would ascend to glass towers, and the poor would survive in neon-lit alleys below. Sound familiar? You can't tell where the banks end and the tech companies begin. They build the platforms, own the media, process the payments, control the cloud, and when they screw up, they blame the algorithm. Meanwhile, the lower classes, the people actually working, are fighting to stay one paycheck ahead of the auto-pay cycle. One medical bill away from ruin. One late fee from being digitally erased and never being able to buy anything ever again. And if you zoom out, it's global. The same companies milking the middle class in America are strip mining developing nations. It's the same game, just cheaper players. Call it globalized exploitation as a service. What is this? This is the new feudalism. Feudalism in the Gilded Age. We didn't build digital democracy. We built a digital kingdom. And we're the serfs, renting plots and servers we'll never see. Our lords wear hoodies, not crowns. Their castles are data centers in Nevada. Their knights are lawyers and lobbyists, and their armies, lines of code and terms of service, so long nobody reads them. And the tax? Every click, every scroll, every thought turned into a trend, packaged and resold back to us. They call it engagement. It's not engagement. It's tribute. But here's the thing. Systems only hold power if we believe in them. You can't unsubscribe from gravity, but you can unsubscribe from insanity. Start small. Buy what lasts. Learn skills that can't be automated. Own what you can, even if it's just your words and your time. Put your phone down and go outside. Touch something that isn't a touch screen. Remember what reality feels like. Not the curated one, not the pixelated one, the real one. Because if we're going to survive this era of high-tech, low-life, new feudalism, it won't be by playing their game. It'll be remembering who we are when the Wi-Fi's down. can track your spending. They can track your scrolling, your heart rate, your location, but they can't track your will. That's still analog. That's still yours. So keep your head clear. Exercise. Eat right. Work hard. Excellence is the new rebellion. Because the moment you stop chasing their fucking upgrades, the moment you stop feeding their algorithms, the moment you decide to own yourself again, that's the day the dystopia starts to crack. And that will bring down the new feudalism in America and across the world. This has been CX Riot Radio. I'll see you next time.